Yo, good day, gents, and welcome to another episode of Father's Fire. My name is Jody Cedric, and every week, as you know, we get together to explore the joys, the challenges, the triumphs, the sorrows, and yes, the fun of being a dad. And I am out enjoying this beautiful fall evening. You may hear the planes flying over, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I just got back from Las Vegas where it was nice and warm and toasty, 80 degrees while I was there. Come back to Idaho and it's a crispy 54, 53 degrees. Got the sweatshirt on and it feels great. So just got back, like I said, from Vegas. Me and my partner Rod went down to the SEMA show, which, if you don't know, is the largest aftermarket automotive show in the world. And if you're a car guy or gal, it is car heaven. I mean, there are trucks and cars and EVs and lifted trucks and lowered cars and lowriders and every bit of aftermarket accessory that you can think of, that you could ever dream of putting on your car or cleaning or taking care of your car. It's absolutely amazing, and it is a lot of fun, and there are a lot of cars. In fact, I've tried to go through the entire show one year, and I couldn't do it. And there were 4 days. There's just so much to see and do, and they have a drift track, and it's just if you're a car guy or gal, you gotta make it your bucket list to go attend SEMA. It's a lot of fun, and we had a fantastic time. You know, we go down there connecting with suppliers and vendors and business owners and friends and business associates, and it's just a fantastic time. And while we were down there, we actually did 34 business related podcasts in 4 days. So it's been a little bit crazy, a lot of fun. Had some amazing discussions with men and women from all over the globe, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. But amidst all of these conversations, I've had a lot of time to think about, well, not a lot, just in between conversations and travel, I've thought a lot about the power of moments. And moments can be good or they can be bad. Sometimes I think we as men judge ourselves by one or two moments or a series of moments that have led up to a really bad moment that has created a trail of tears and sorrows, and it has left an aftermath that we're like, man, how did I ever get to this point? And if you really look back at yourself and what you were doing in the past, that there were a series of moments that defined your character at that time, and it created this pattern of how you treated other people, how you talked to them, how you responded to them, how they received your direction or your demanding. And I think a lot of times we as men tend to focus on those moments and define ourselves by bad moments. And we don't look at the good moments when we were shining. I think too, recognizing that if you've come to a point in your life where you woke up and you're like, wow, how did I get here? And you may even be at the point where you go to a loved one and say, you know what, I'm really sorry about what has happened. I recognize that there has been a pattern leading up to this, and I'm trying to make up for that. I'm trying to make amends. I'm trying to become a better person. And I think one of the fallacies that we fall into is that we go to that person or persons and say, look, you know what, I'm making a fresh start and I want to get on the right track. I want to build our relationship. I want us to be connected. And we expect that they will automatically receive that apology, that change of heart with open arms and go, okay, yeah, I'm ready for that. And not recognize that they may not be ready to do that, or they may be suspicious that you will actually live up to that. And so it requires you to then double down on every single moment in your life to prove that you are the man that you're confessing that you want to become. I have a really good friend who I have mad respect. He and his wife, they've been struggling a bit, and he and I were talking at an event about 5 weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, Jody, he goes, we're in a really tough space. I'm trying to change, but I'm not sure what to do. And I'm like, look, dude, you just have to be extra consistent and diligent in giving your wife the attention that she needs. And if she reaches out to you, you respond to her and you say, hey, I'm busy right now, let me get back to you. Or you pick up the phone and you talk to her, or you just text her and say, hey babe, thinking about you, I'll get back with you in a little bit. And we were actually at this event in SEMA, and I could tell he was in a dark spot. And I go, man, what's going on, brother? He said, yeah, I messed up. I go, what happened? He goes, no, he goes, I really messed up. I go, what happened? He goes, well, she called and I didn't pick up, and now I'm trying to call and she's not picking up, and I keep trying to call and she's not picking up. I go, well, first of all, she's mad because you didn't live up to what you said you were going to do 4 weeks ago, and she's kind of heartbroken because you professed that you were going to make all these changes, and now everybody else is taking first place instead of her. And so one, you got to give her space to be angry and upset, to be able to come down to where you then can apologize and talk to her. And then you just got to take the next steps, right? Of changing your life to become the man that you profess that you want to be, that you're telling her that you want to be. And you just got to consistently double down on that. And I said, look, if my wife called me right now in this conversation or around this conversation, first thing I would do is I'd look at it, the message, and I'd pick up, right? Or I'd say, hey, I'd send her a text and say, hey, I'm at a dinner meeting. Do you need me to talk to you right now, or can I call you in about 30 minutes? So I'm giving her my full attention in that moment and showing her that, hey, one, I'm in the middle of something, but you are preeminent in my life and in our relationship. So if you need me, I will step out of where I'm at and I will talk to you. But if it can wait, she can give me the courtesy to go, all right, you know what? Yeah, I want to talk to you, but it can wait till a little later. And I think it's critically important that if you guys want to build a solid relationship with your woman, with your significant other, you have to not only make time, but when you have that time, that you're fully present. I mean, it's really important that you're fully present, right? And I even got caught on that the other night. I came home and Judy's trying to talk to me, and I acknowledged her, but I was kind of going off to what I was doing. She goes, honey. I'm like, oh, you're right. Sorry, sweetheart. I didn't give you the attention that you deserve or needed, and I was distracted. So I'm sorry, let me put it away. And I put my phone down, and then we were able to talk. So even I'm still working on it, guys. I mean, it's a continual process. But those moments build on each other. So, it's kind of like, building a habit. I think a lot of times we talk about, I want to do certain things. I want to build these habits, instead of thinking about, I want to become this kind of man. And if I want to be a man that is centered on my wife and my family, I have to then do things that align with that desire to be that person. So when you lead with be, the doing is an outcome of that desire, that goal to become the man that you're aspiring to be. I think too, going back to moments, I look back and, Judy and I were very purposeful in creating moments for each other and for our children. And what do I mean by that? I mean, Judy and I will have been married for 35 years this coming February. And I can tell you, I love being married, but it's taken work, right? So Judy and I, every week we have a date. I've shared this with you guys before. Every week, Judy and I go out together. We go to a movie, we go to dinner. Sometimes we just go for a walk and spend time, or we go work out and then get dessert. But we are very diligent and purposeful about making sure that Judy and I have time together. We also took that same purposefulness to our kids. So every Monday night, we had family night. So after dinner, the phones got turned off, the TV, well, depending on what we were doing, we would turn off the TV and we would have family time. We would sing songs, we would do skits, we would play games, we would go to the movies, we'd go bowling or roller skating. That was the time for the kids. And the kids recognized that Monday night was reserved for them. And every Monday night wasn't perfect. Some Monday nights, we weren't even sure it was going to work, right? You got, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do, oh, this is dumb, right? When they're young, yeah, they're all excited. But as they get a little older, they have their own interests. And so we had to evolve and grow. But the consistency of those moments are what unified our family together. I think, too, celebrating, one of the things that I don't think we do really well as men is we don't celebrate moments. We don't go, we're good about recognizing and celebrating our kids, but when's the last time that you celebrated something that you did great at? That you go, you know what? I set a goal to run 5 miles and I did it for 30 days consistently. Or you know what? I decided that I'm going to read for 30 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day, or I'm going to go for a walk, right? And I think sometimes we don't even celebrate that we accomplished that goal, right? So I think we need to do better about recognizing those moments in which we did great, and we should be cheered and accoladed, right? It doesn't have to be great. Sometimes I treat myself just to, a milkshake. I love milkshakes, right? It's or this time of year, I treat myself to candy corn. I know half of you guys going, candy corn, that stuff sucks. But anyway, I think, as I really think about it, I would challenge you guys to look at your life in a whole. And that's not H-O-L-E, like digging a hole. As a whole, W-H-O-L-E. Look at your life as a whole, in its entirety, and go, all right, have I become the man that I aspired to be? Do I like who I am today? If you don't like who you are today, what can you do starting today to make micro changes that build on each other and help you define a new character, a new person? And that is going to be a process. You're going to take 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. But as you get into a rhythm and you are consistent about pursuing moments of excellence, your life will become defined by excellence because you will be valuing the moments. And there are so many areas, so many little moments that can help us become who we are. So many moments that can build bridges to those we love. There's also moments that can destroy bridges and tear them down in a moment. And I know that some of you guys have been plagued or challenged with infidelity. And a moment defined the death of a relationship, right? But if you really look back to it, we tend to look at that single moment where we messed up instead of going, all right, what are the little moments that led up to that decision, right? I became unappreciative, unattentive, ungrateful. impatient, unkind, distrusting, and all of a sudden my attention went from her to little by little into other things. So I guess the thing that I'm saying is that little things, little moments really do make a difference. And I love the scriptural verse that says, by simple things are great, by simple and small things are great things brought to pass. So if you want to accomplish great things in your life, you got to do the little things every single day consistently. So anyway, guys, we have a lot of great moments coming up. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? But let me ask you a question. Are you only focusing on Thursday for Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Or are you doing something creative that leads up to it? Are you doing something a little different that maybe makes people feel special? I mean, in the past, we've done crazy things like 13 days of Christmas or 24 days of Christmas, whatever it is, right? You go and do an act of service. You know, you do a Secret Santa for somebody. Dude, my kids still talk about doing Secret Santa for people, dropping off goodies every night and them running away as I was waiting around the corner in my car, right? Create those moments that create connection. Create those moments that build a life of love and unity. Anyway, just a few thoughts. I hope that something I've said while I'm rambling about moments, I hope something in this rambling has touched your heart. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for a great Christmas gift, go out to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Look for Learn to Dance with the Currents of Life. When you feel like you're drowning, that's my book. I take 15 different stories about my experience in water and how challenging they were and how I survived them and how I learned to dance with the currents to have an amazing experience, or I learned from poor choices and it's helped me move forward. So I hope you, if that's something that you might be interested in, please go out and check it out. It's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And always, thank you guys so much for tapping in. And we will check you same time, same bat channel right here on Father's Fire. See ya!